press Calvin, which of the following best describes a peninsula? Oh, I'm sorry. Silly me. Mayada, I meant you. Calvin, which of the following best describes a peninsula? Somebody want to help him out? C, a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Perfect. Track here. Number 2, which of the following is not a natural boundary of Greece? Remember, natural boundary is land or a body of water. Pick a stick, Mayada. Faith. So thinking back to when we talked about Mesopotamia, which river is found in the Middle East? So this will help to eliminate some of the other options. What? Help her out, Sheena. Yeah, so the Nile River, remember when we talked about Mesopotamia and Egypt? The Nile River flows through Egypt. So that makes the most sense in this case, since Greece is in the Mediterranean. 3, because of the geography of Greece, which of the following will most likely happen? So thinking about its impact on the way that people live, pick a stick, Mayada. Sheena. Sheena again? Pick another one, because I called on her. I want to hear from someone else. Calvin.
I chose A. Greece would develop a strong sailing culture because of its access to the sea.
Anyone else?
I chose D.
All of these things will probably happen as a result of Greece's geography. Awesome. So it'll develop a strong sailing culture. So people are going to build boats. And they're going to be on the water since it's a city that's mostly surrounded by water. It's also not going to develop into a large empire because you have all of those natural boundaries, such as the mountains, that make it very hard for people to be united and do the same thing. And then city-states, which we talked about last week, started to develop. And because they were separated, they had very distinct cultures. Okay, so they were very different from each other because they weren't united physically. Okay, the last one, how would you describe the geography of Greece? If you want to give me an adjective or a few adjectives, that would be great when we're thinking about the way that Greece's climate is. So pick a stick, Mayada. Marquise. How would you describe the climate? Or sorry, the geography? Awesome. Mountains surrounded by water. Anybody else want to add one more thing? I have one more thing in my head that I can name when I'm thinking about the geography. Gary? Okay, we're thinking about the geography. So how is it physically set up? So we're thinking about the overall layout when you're looking at it on a map. So we said that it has mountains. We said that it's surrounded on 3 sides by water. One more thing when I'm thinking about climate too.
There are climate changes.
Okay. Snipe. Anything? Can we add one more thing? I have one more thing in my head that I can think of when I'm thinking about the climate. Yeah, it's very warm. Year-round, it's probably on average about 65 to 70 degrees. So it's mild. If you think of a place that you'd like to be, the weather there is amazing. I know I would want to be there. So nice job on that. Turn to the next page. We're going to read about the evolution of democracy together. Then we're going to do some turn and talk, because I built in 2 of those. I'll wait because I'm hearing some noises. So I'll wait to make sure everybody's on the second page. So we're going to do this part together. We're going to turn and talk. And our focus today is to think about how the democracy in Greece evolved. Okay? So we're thinking about throughout ancient Greece's history, how did it all of a sudden become a democracy? What was it first, second, third? It changed over time. Okay? So there are many different types of government that you're going to learn about from reading this. Some of them stick out to us already, so we'll read more about those. By the time we're done with this, our knowledge on this should be pretty solid, okay? So, but when we're